What's up, survivors? You're watching Surviving NFL Sundays. We survive Sundays, so you don't have to. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Josh Bilsker. To the right of me, this guy was super excited that we're both wearing red hats, but Paulie the Guru, these are Miami Heat hats.
Yes, they are.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
What up?
Say what up.
What up, guys? How's it going?
We are living the dream over here. We are back for our very special NFL Draft 2025 edition, baby.
We're back in the studio.
We promised we'd be back, and we're back. We're jamming. We're in the stadium. It's rocking back there. We put them on mute for you if you can't tell. So they're jamming.
They're jamming out hard. They're tailgating. They got their beers ready.
I got my Heat jersey on because it has no sleeves. That one's for you, butthead slacking. That would be Andy. He loves when I go sleeveless. I don't know.
I think we got this. Let's go Heat.
Let's go Heat tonight. They play in a playoff game. Just wanted to mention that, but we're going to get right to it. You guys can check us out on YouTube here. You can check us out on TikTok. We're going to be posting there again. We're going to have some short clips from our full videos. We got a lot of stuff in store for next year.
Throw some comments. We'll answer back.
Yeah, say what's up. Let's get this out. All right, let's get right into it,
Let's
brother.
do it, because I want to hear their draft thoughts just like ours.
Yeah,
so
tell us what you're thinking. We're just telling you what is out there, what the experts are saying, what we think about it. That's how it's going to kind of go. And then we'll probably do an after draft, see where everybody showed up, everybody went. We're going to talk about the Dolphins, of course, his Buckaroonies.
Let's go Bucks.
So we're going to talk about that too, so stay tuned for that. But we'll just get started right now with the number one overall pick, Cam Ward.
What?
From
Out of
the
U.
Boo the U, but they are going to get the number one pick.
Hey, what did I tell you before he even stepped foot on that field?
That's what 12 years of college football will do for you. I mean, the guy's basically, he's Chris Winkie, bro. He's amazing.
Hey, I got to give it the crystal ball. He came in, he brought...
Did you say crystal ball? You doing your crystal ball?
No. Well, if I had a crystal ball... I would say Cam Ward would have been the number one pick, all right?
Well,
just from week one when we beat those Gators, boy.
I don't know. Everyone a few weeks ago is saying how this draft has no quarterbacks in it.
What? They got a lot of quarterbacks.
It's a weak quarterback class, and now all of a sudden we got a number one pick overall. I don't know. The guy is a little suspect to me. He is a little more. He's like Richardson 2.0.
Hey.
He's got a little more accuracy. That's how I see it.
You're saying that he's 12 years in, right? That's like aged wine. He's just going to get better as he goes, okay?
Just like your yellow and gold beard.
That's right. I only get sexier.
Don't forget the silvers in there, too, buddy.
I got some silvers. I
got a few silvers, too. We're getting there.
We're getting there, but, that's for another talk.
Yeah, exactly. Cam Ward, though, we'll see how he does. I don't know. Number one overall quarterbacks historically don't do very well.
No, it's always the second guy.
Exactly. Jaden this year. Look at that beast.
But he was a beast. He came in. But that's who I think Cam reminds me of. He's poised in the pocket.
Oh, you think he's like Jaden Daniels?
I think he is.
I don't know if he's quite that athletic. You watch a lot more UM. I'm a Florida State fan, so I'm going to let you tell me. I saw him a couple times play because he is Miami, but...
Cam is something... He's a product of Miami's talent, too, because I'm not going to lie. We had a great offensive line. We had three great wide receivers.
We don't need to blow the whole... Did they win it? No, they didn't win it.
No.
All right.
Hey, but they're all three of the receivers are going to the draft this year.
Hey. Good luck.
Let's go Restrepo.
And you got the number one quarterback.
Yeah, we got the number one quarterback.
He's going to the Titans. They're a mess.
They are a mess.
I don't know if he's going to the best situation either. They're going to need him to start right away. He has played like 50 or 60 college games,
so
maybe 50, 60,000. So he does have some experience. He probably is plug and play. Just got to learn the system.
His beard might look like mine.
Who's he got over there to throw to? I don't know. Akine or whatever his name is. If he's even still there.
If he's still there. Hopefully they re-signed him because he was okay at the end.
He was in okay.
And if I'm not, I would do a silky smooth move and go pick up Restrepo.
Oh, here we go.
I would. Why not? If I'm the Titans, they need somebody.
I mean, I guess with your last pick, you could go do that. He might be a first rounder though, or he's more like a day two.
He's a day two. Second.
Who knows? Or one of the other two receivers that you can get for cheaper later.
Yeah, go get somebody later. Just somebody to give him some.
You just want the whole you. Are you going to become a Titans fan now?
My buddy Alex would love it.
Oh, that's true.
Shout out Alex.
That's
What's
true.
up, bro?
What up, man?
No, I'm not gonna be a Titans fan, but I will watch Cam Ward.
All right. Well, he's rooting for Cam Ward. I'm interested to see what happens. Fantasy purposes, I'm not touching him.
Oh.
I mean, I probably would have went with Caleb a little bit last year. I wouldn't go with Cam.
There is some rookies I would take this year right away.
And is Cam one of them?
No, he's probably, if I'm in a dynasty league, I would take him later.
Dynasty league, maybe.
13th pick.
Maybe.
Something like there, you know?
All right, well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's the first pick. Number 2, we have an interesting one. This guy has been talked about a lot. He plays both ways. I'm not really sure what they're saying. They're saying wide receiver, cornerback. I don't know what he's going to play. I don't think you can play 2 positions in the NFL. You know, I'm obviously talking about Travis Hunter. They're saying he's going number 2 to the Doo-Doo Browns.
We haven't had a two-way player like this in a long time.
It's true.
So,
maybe since Dion.
If I had to tell him to go pick a position, go to wide receiver.
Well, that's probably what he wants to play. Where they need him to play is probably corner.
Do they though?
Corner,
Browns,
I think
Browns defense was decent.
I think corners are harder to come by than receivers.
Yeah,
period.
They are.
So unless they let him play both ways, I don't see him doing that. They'll
Imagine
probably
he comes
move him
out
around
and
the
plays both
defense.
ways.
Listen, they probably will run some plays for him. Though I would see them doing some trinket plays and stuff like that. But as far as taking on a full load, doing receiver and going and playing DB the whole game,
that's
like
tough.
that's too much. I don't care what kind of shape you are. This is the NFL. This ain't college anymore. He's gonna have to choose. And then there's he's going to the Doo-Doo Browns. Who knows? Maybe he can help them. I don't know. Their quarterback situation. I don't know who's going to be throwing the ball if he's even a receiver.
You're right. If he's a receiver, who's throwing
the ball
to him?
He'll probably end up playing quarterback because he's pretty athletic and that's what they need the most. I don't know. This is another head scratcher for me. I don't think the top of this class nobody's a sure thing, even though nobody's a sure thing in real life. I don't think that this is a sure thing on either of these picks, and you have to hit with your first 2 if you have the first 2 picks.
They're just taking this as a pure talent situation. Going on.
You want this kid on your team. It's basically like 100%. Playing in the Pee Wee leagues when we played.
My thought is get him in the building, even if it's 2-3 years from now.
And figure it out. But he'll be playing. He'll be on the field. They're gonna, like I said,
special teams,
gadget plays, whatever.
Yeah, gadget plays.
But I think he's a starter. I think he'll be a starter.
I think 100% a starter.
So we'll see. Maybe they get lucky there. The kid's an athlete. There's no doubt about it there. Let's see what he can do in the NFL. He's quick. He can move. I like it. He can hit. He can catch.
He's a Sherlock at number 2.
Sherlock Holmes?
He's
a Sherlock Holmes at number 2.
Sherlock Holmes,
the guru has spoken.
I have, and my crystal ball.
All right, number 3. This one is not a Sherlock. This is what the Giants are going to be doing. I think this is where it starts getting a little guessy. We don't know what's going to happen. Who's going to trade up? What's going to happen? I heard some talk about Shedeur to the Giants. Shedeur Sanders, obviously.
Hey, for primetime as a coach, how great would it be if he gets the number 2 pick and the number 3 pick?
It would be great.
It would be great.
And he'd be coaching both of those teams as well because he's going to be coaching wherever his son goes.
He might be GM in both teams at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I can see that.
So they're talking Abdul Carter. But there's some off-the-field issues with this guy. He's got a temper, apparently. He's not very coachable. There's a lot of stuff. He's not a smart player as far as off-the-field goes. He's got some issues.
I've heard the same thing about a few guys. Tonsil, Larry, right?
Well, he that was a whole different situation.
Yeah, but
he looked like you before the show, right before the draft, and they got a picture of him. That's different. This guy's saying character issues that's hard to fix.
They said the same thing about Carter from the Eagles. From Georgia.
Well, maybe it runs in the name.
Hey,
listen,
you're right. Carter and Carter.
You know there are some troublemakers that they know about. Can they keep it together? But the moral of the story is he's one of the best players, maybe the best player in the draft.
They said
so
that.
You overlook that, I think, if you want somebody. The Giants need a quarterback though, and they have edge rushers. So
if I'm the Giants, I sit back and I wait till next year.
For what? For a quarterback?
Yeah, but
boy.
go get like Ewers.
Yeah,
or I go get Manning's not coming out yet either.
No, I think he'll probably wait another year after that.
So maybe we'll just sit back, build the offensive line, build the D line, and that's what I'm doing if I'm the Giants. They have a good running back there.
Well, this is what you can never have too many edge rushers. Everybody says that.
That's what I say.
He's a beast. He's going to be a surefire stud in the NFL. They're saying he's Micah Parsons level, like he's good.
From the same school too.
Yeah, so, that's why they're making the comparisons.
Yeah.
And the kid's a beast, so I'm happy for you, Giants fans. You're still going to be in the kitty litter dinner box because you stink. You'll probably be better than the Jets if you can get this kid, though, because the Jets are stinky.
They might be back in the top 5 again next year. So
Who?
The Giants. We'll be talking this episode next year.
In the top 5 for
in the top
picks.
5 again.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I can see for the Giants.
For sure. Next, we got New England taking an offensive tackle. Will Campbell, maybe the best one in there.
Yeah, he's a beast.
We don't have to get too much into these. The Jaguars, they're talking about Mason Graham. He's a defensive tackle from Michigan. He's a beast.
He's a big boy. I would definitely, bring up that defensive line with him. They need to add some beef there.
Listen, the playbook that the Eagles had was get the O-line and the D-line going, and that's the key to the Super Bowl. Along with they had some pieces as well, but this is how you start it. You
If
get
I
O-line
could
and
go,
D-line.
I would do the same thing. Build the offensive line, build the D-line.
You got to start there. I agree.
Go find a Mike Allstott somehow.
So the next one was interesting. Mauricio's gonna love this. Paul's dad. Ashton Jeanty to the Raiders at 6.
Superstar.
This
Jeanty.
is crazy.
I
Yeah,
think he's probably the best player in the draft.
He is great. He is going to probably be a monster in the NFL. It's going to translate. Everyone's saying good things about this kid. He's fast. He's quick. He's strong. Little guy, can get around in through the cracks. He's going to be shifty. He's going to be hard to tackle.
LT coming out.
LT.
Yeah, with Danian Thompson.
Yeah, okay, that one.
Yes. Who do you know I was talking about?
Well, Lawrence Taylor is the LT, so I just want to make sure.
We're talking running
I know, but I don't
Come
know
on.
what you've been smoking.
Oh, you know what I've been.
So yeah, I think the kid's gonna be a stud. I think if the Raiders can get him at 6, get him at 6 for sure.
It's a no-brainer.
He might go earlier. I could see the Giants maybe pulling the trigger on him early.
The Giants have a running back right now. They have
they did get the kid.
Tracy Jr.
Yeah, Tracy.
I think they stole him late in like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, they got him. Got him. So he's a stud. He's a little banged up, but I think it's the same thing. You want
unless you go 2-headed monster.
That's what I'm saying. That's popular. That's popular in the NFL nowadays. But if you don't have a line to block him, then
what's the point?
Then you're in trouble. So it wouldn't matter.
But are we saying the Raiders have a line?
No, but the Raiders are going to take best player available, I think, at that point.
They always do. They always like the sports car, the shiny car. Like, they love it.
Hey, whatever, man. They're. I could see them. They're going to be in the top 5 again.
Let's go Raiders. Too. I love that pick right there.
But yeah, if they get him, that's a steal, I think.
Yes, I do.
Do we even have to talk about the Jets? I'm surprised they made it up to 7. I thought they were going to be a top 3 pick for sure, but I'm glad they did because it makes it a worse pick for them.
Hey,
they're looking at offensive tackle. I've heard so much stuff about what they're looking at, but they're looking at offensive tackle. They got Armand Membu here. Missouri offensive tackle. I don't know. I hate the Jets. I don't have anything nice to say about him.
Of course
I feel bad for whoever has to go there. This kid, his life is going to be ruined. Good thing he'll have a bunch of money to sit on.
At least he's going to the city of New York, all right?
Yeah, at least you'll get to hang out in New York. You'll probably get booed everywhere you go, but I feel bad for you.
Hey, you went there when you were 18. You were loving life, so he's going to love life too.
You know when their biggest fan, Milk, isn't even buying season tickets again after last year.
He's not buying
He's getting rid of them.
Oh,
He's getting rid of them. And so that's how you know things are bad. Usually at this point, Milk would have about 3 hours, about 350 pages of text messages about the Jets. He's only got 299. So you know it's not going to be a good season. He's not talking them up this year. Put him in the garbage with the rest of them. I'm sorry, Jets fans.
Sorry, Jets fans.
Sorry, not sorry. This kid is going to, even if he's good, he's going to be a bum because he's on your team.
They need a big guy. So if it's the left tackle, let's go left tackle because it's needed definitely in that.
They need a lot of stuff. But,
Justin Fields needs somebody.
You could throw a dart at anybody in this draft and the Jets will need him.
That's true. That is true.
So who cares who they get? The Panthers going with Jalen Walker, linebacker edge from Georgia. He's a monster.
He is a monster. I like him.
That's a great pick. Their defense might be something to look out for. They had a little run at the end of the season.
They've been sneaky. Like they've been real.
They
sneaky.
are in the worst division in football as well, as I like to tell Paul.
No, they're not. You're just saying because I won the division 3 years in a row.
Because it's the worst division in football.
I knew it was coming.
But
I knew it.
Their defense they could be sneaky good next year. I'd say watch out for them a little bit. I'm putting a little watch out alert on the Panthers right now.
Quarterback. He's getting better.
He stepped up. He stepped up. He stepped up last year.
Ryan kept saying to me, he's the worst. He's the worst.
Well, he was a bum until the last few games.
He said betting against the Panthers until the Panthers eliminated his ass in survival football.
Oh, he's going to hate that. Thank you. Sorry, bud.
You're going to watch all the way to this episode.
All right, and next, the final one we'll do, we'll do the next one too, but the New Orleans Saints have an interesting pick here at number 9. Shedeur Sanders is the name that's getting linked to them because they need somebody over there. I don't know if he's the answer to the problem. You ask 10 people, there are 10 different opinions on this kid.
I don't think he makes it out of the top 5. That's my
He doesn't think he's going out of the top 5.
Yeah.
What do you think? A Giants for them?
Giants.
I mean,
It could. They need him.
the Jets need a quarterback.
What about, you imagine Sanders to Neighbors?
Or somebody, we haven't talked, somebody could trade up to try to get one of these guys too, especially if they fall in that 4 or 5 range. You never know what's going to come. I think the draft is going to be a little interesting in that way.
I didn't think
Does
about a trade
Janty
up.
fall down that far, like even to 5? Like he could go earlier.
Is there a team out there that's a running back away for a Super Bowl?
I
and
don't
they need
know.
Janty?
Not not in the top 5. There's not. But yeah, if they, you're saying if they trade up,
I'd say the Bengals. Once the Bengals sneak in and go get Janty.
I mean, they got a little 2-headed monster kind of over there too.
Zach Moss and
But the other guy's good. He was just hurt.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. They don't need it.
Shout out Chase Brown. He won me a championship. Let's go.
Sorry, those are our fans barking in the background.
It's all the ladies.
I'm not gonna make that joke. Next, we got Tyler Warren going to the Chicago Bears at number 10. He is a tight end. He's a beast. This kid is a beast at tight end. I could see him going earlier as well. Like I said, this draft is going to be interesting. The Bears need a lot of help too. That's another piece on offense for them. That's pretty crazy if they end up getting him as well. Help out the rookie.
Penn State with 2 picks in the top 10.
Yeah.
Whoever's coaching out there, shout out to him.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to him. Shout out to Miami, Florida State. I don't see nobody. All right, Paulie. Bucks. Who do we got?
We got Campbell from Alabama, baby.
Oh, boy.
Let's go. My new favorite player for this year.
We're not there yet. This is just the projections. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
they
hold on.
trade up and get somebody
I'm hoping
else.
we get him. When you said that name,
Bucks
I was
picking
like,
at 19. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
Jihad Campbell, Alabama linebacker.
I like it.
Listen, whatever you want, Paulie, you can have. I don't know. Your division is soft. You're going to get there anyway. Hopefully they help you out. I'm not going to talk smack, even though his name is Jihad. I don't know what that's about.
He's a Jihad.
But yeah, I mean, good luck to you, buddy. I'll wish him luck for you if that's who you get. If you could have anybody, if you were the number 1 pick, who are you taking?
Ooh. No, I'm going Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
Yes,
wow,
I
Baker.
am.
Are you listening to him, Baker?
No.
He says you're a bum and he wants Cam Ward.
No. Baker's now.
Ward is the future.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So, besides the quarterback, who are you taking? Janty.
I like Janty.
I know you do. But who are you taking? Is that who you're taking?
I haven't had a good running back since Dougie. Well, shout out to Bucky. Bucky's killed
Bucky's good, yeah. What are you talking about?
But imagine that 1-2 combo, Bucky and this guy, Janty.
All right. That would be insane. 2 little bowling balls running around.
I would love it. It's like Maurice Jones Jr.
You wouldn't even have to have a a quarterback like you don't right now. You got a
run
Baker.
the ball 60 times a game.
Just little tosses to the backs and have them both in.
I see what you did there with Baker. I caught you.
You don't have a quarterback. You have a Baker. That's what it is.
Yeah, he throws the buns in the oven.
Speaking of buns,
what you got for the Dolphins?
my Dolphins are gonna be hot cross buns this year. I think they're looking at. I think it was a
offensive tackle.
Oh no, that's what they should be getting was an offensive tackle. But the latest one has Will Johnson, cornerback, Michigan.
You don't need no corner.
He's a beast, and we do need a corner now because they're shopping Jalen Ramsey. So I think they switched it up. Now we're gonna have to end up getting some help, either safety or corner. Probably a corner. This kid's probably top corner in the draft.
I can see that.
Unless you count Hunter Henry.
Ooh.
So
yeah.
I mean, listen. I don't know if it's the Dolphins' year. I hope that they hit in the draft
Dolphins
and
need
they
to
get.
blow up the whole room. So that's what they
We'll
need to
see.
do. If they're not going offensive tackle right
One
now,
more year this is the last year before the blow up happens. I'm like, I don't see why they wouldn't take an offensive tackle, try to keep 2 on his feet unless I don't know. Unless they're like you said, they're just trying to. I think maybe the GM knows it's last year, and he's got a hit this year. Like,
So he wants to do something.
He's
sexy.
gonna try to do something sexy.
Yes.
Try to help us out. Hopefully, I mean, Tua stays healthy. You never know what can happen with this team. It doesn't look like Tyreek is going anywhere. It does look like Ramsey's getting traded, unfortunately, but he is an aging corner / safety. He can play pretty much anywhere on the D. That's why I do like him. He's still probably top 10 in the league.
I would move him to free safety like we were just talking about.
Well, that's two we're letting get away now. That's Ramsey and who's the kid from Pittsburgh?
Fitzpatrick?
Yeah. Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He ended up being a star. He wanted out of Miami.
Ah.
We are starting to look a little more like the Jets. Not quite a dumpster fire, but we got a little bit of garbage smoking right now. It's not a dumpster fire. It's a garbage smoke.
Maybe you should go trade for Baker Mayfield, and then
never.
you learn how to
We
make
don't
the
want
playoffs.
that, bro.
All right?
We don't want a Baker. He's burning his crop.
No, that motherfucker. He runs through a wall, okay? No matter what the situation is. So you go get you some Baker. Or somebody like him. That's what it is.
We hope that we don't want a baker. We want a chef.
We want
an executive chef. We
He
don't
said-
want a baker.
He said bakers don't work
You
on
can
Monday.
keep the desserts.
He said they don't work on Monday.
That's it. So that is our draft special. We hope you got a little bit out of it. We had some fun here.
Yes, we
Let us
did.
know what your thoughts are. If you like who your team is predicted to draft, or if you have some ideas, or you think we were totally wrong or totally right, hit us in the comments. Go Heat tonight, baby. You got any shout outs, Paulie?
Shout out to the Miami Heat. Let's go.
Shout out Heat. Shout out Maria.
Shout out Maria.
Shout out Sarah. Shout out to my baby boy Jack. It's his birthday today.
Definitely shout out
Love
little
you,
man. What up,
baby Jack.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Eric. Got to see you this weekend. That's the Hedgehog, baby. We took down another
Shout out
pool.
to Charles. He's gonna do some editing for us today.
Charles gonna do. Little Chucky was in the building. Went to Universal with him. What's up, Charles? Yeah, that's
Shout
my
out
brother.
Universal. What's up?
Universal, what's up? Just shout out to Random Things. Shout
Yeah.
out to the studio. Shout out to the fans the most, though. We are back and happy to be back. We'll do another post-draft episode for you. Stay tuned and stay tuned for big things this coming up year towards football season.
Yeah, we'll do mini camps. We'll do off-season stuff. We'll see what happens.
That's it.
Let's
and we'll
go.
go over fantasy stuff as well. And I think that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I think that's the way it is.
Peace.